What's up, y'all? I honestly don't have a ton to say about this game. I know that for those of us who are in the East Coast, it's super late. I almost wasn't even going to do a recap because I forgot the game started at 10 p.m. Eastern Time and ended, I don't know, 30 to 40 minutes ago. One thing that I was looking for, because I wasn't expecting the Lakers to win the game anyways, was just how the situation was going to play out with the team chemistry with the Warriors and the drama between Jordan Poole and Green. But I figured that, as Draymond said, they would be professional, they would figure it out. They looked in pretty good form. Sometimes they talk about ring ceremony hangover, but Golden State looked to be in really good form for an early game. They weren't perfect by any stretch, but they were definitely good enough to get it done to win the game. One thing that is very noticeable, as expected, is the Warriors' depth. I think that they have done such a great job of infusing youth into the lineup so that their key cogs. I am really live right now. But yeah, not for a long time. Just because I promised people that I would definitely do a live recap after the game. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, they kept their key cogs and then they also signed a good amount of youth. So, one thing that has been a characteristic of the Warriors for the majority of their runs, I guess even the Durant years, I'd have to kind of look back at their roster a little bit, but their depth. The one thing is, other teams have had starting fives that can compete with them, but when they get into the bench, that's what really brings the separation. They have a bench unit always that can compete with a lot of starting lineups. Even if they might not be as good as another team's starting lineup, they're good enough that they can maintain and spell the starting five. And then the starting five, of course, is as good as anybody. So that's the whole thing with them. They have chemistry going into this year. The one thing is, it's hard to repeat. They've done it before in the KD years, but it's definitely hard to repeat. Championship hangover, it's hard when you've done it X amount of times before to do it again. Now, like I said, this is going to be quick. The Lakers, I don't know about the Lakers, man. I was not impressed by any of their offseason moves. Yes, they got a new coach. Um, I like their coach as a matter of fact, Ham. He seems like he's a great coach. It seems like I just like his demeanor. I like his positive attitude. I like a lot of the things he said in the offseason. LeBron likes him. They looked okay. Let's not forget about the fact that they are playing the defending champ on opening night. So I don't think that's a true test of how good they're going to be. And they looked pretty good in the fourth quarter. I just don't think they have enough, man. I don't think they have enough chemistry. I don't think they have enough heart. I think that if healthy, they're definitely going to make the playoffs. But as a lot of people have said, I am of the opinion as well that they will be, at best, a lower seed between 5 to 8 and a second round elimination. As for the first game, I didn't see all of it because, as y'all know, I was on here for a good chunk of it. The Sixers and the Celtics. The Celtics look like a well-oiled machine. The Celtics looked the best, I think, out of the four teams that played today. They had a great game. They were a cohesive unit. Their defense looked good. Their offense looked great. Ball movement, drive and kick. Their shooting was good. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum had great games. It's still early, though. It's still early. It was a good opening night. The games were not the most entertaining games in the world, I would say. Not that they were terrible games, but they weren't the most entertaining. The games were both in hand once we got to the late stages of the fourth quarter. But it's going to be a really interesting season. I'm really interested to see my Raptors, of course. I'm interested to see how the Clippers are going to do with a healthy Kawhi. I'm interested to see the Nets, the Brooklyn Nets, Ben Simmons, how Ben Simmons is going to play alongside Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. It's interesting. It'll be interesting to finally see them on the court together in the regular season and see how that goes. A lot of good storylines. But yeah, that's my quick recap. And yeah, for those of you who are wondering about my interview, it's coming. Believe it's coming. I'm awaiting word for official time of that, but it's going to happen. It is going to happen. And have a great night.